guys who's in this chair, I have my mentor, my friend, the woman that helped build the confidence I needed to go on TV. Oh God, this amazing person, Miss Tuwanda Coleman. Everybody, if I had one of those machines, I'm
Yes.
like,
No, thank you so much for having me.
thank you for
I
coming.
have just loved watching you blossom. I
Thank
don't
you.
remember the exact year when we first met,
Yeah.
but the person I saw then versus the person I see now
Oh
are
man.
completely different.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. When I met you, I had a dream and I
Mhm.
had a vision, right?
Yeah.
And I was a fighter, but I was so broken.
Yeah.
And I feel like at that moment, on that day, you seen right through me, right? As much as I wanted to go on that TV to literally advertise the things that I was doing for my organization, especially during that era, we was doing a lot of fashion shows. I was not brave enough.
No. And I saw that. I thought this is everything she has worked towards. This is her event.
Yeah,
Why not you
yeah.
be on camera to tell us about it? But your confidence wasn't there just yet.
Mm-mm.
So you wanted someone else to speak on your behalf.
Yeah, yeah.
I kept trying to build you up and saying, you can do this, you can do this.
Yeah.
But you were still in that point where you had that low self esteem.
Oh, yeah.
Your confidence had not gone to where it is right now.
Oh, yeah.
You really wanted it to be there,
Yeah.
but you were not ready.
I was not ready. I was just trying to find me, Miss Tawanda. And I couldn't, well, let me say this. I really didn't know how to get there, but I was just trusting God in the process that He was going to lead me. Because He was surrounding like mentors like you around my life to celebrate the things that I didn't recognize. And I wanted to celebrate myself, but I just didn't know how.
I know.
You know what I mean? I feel like I was just living through the dream of my nonprofit, but I was healing at the same time.
You were.
Yeah.
And I knew that. I didn't know if I was going to make any difference as far as telling you that you could do this. I didn't know if I was making any sort of inroads because you still didn't do it.
Yeah.
So I thought, gosh, I know she's broken. The whole purpose of this organization is to benefit people like her.
Yeah.
Who are trying to get to the other side when
Yeah.
you would feel that confidence to get up there and speak on your
Yeah.
own behalf.
Yeah. But I was leading where I broken.
Yeah.
And I speak about that now because a lot of leaders are leading and trying to heal in the areas in their life. And when I'm in these meetings with them in these rooms, I'm hearing their voice. I'm hearing the crackle. You know, I've seen it in the body, because you can see a lot of things in the body, right?
Oh, yeah.
And in the voice, because a lot of times we put on that big smile, but then you can see it in our eyes that something is wrong.
Yeah.
And I love that you took the time to even say, you know what? Yeah, just take your time. But you said a lot of words in that short amount of time that I took home with me. And I was like, okay, it starts today.
I'm so glad
It starts
to hear
today.
that.
And
you just
Go ahead.
never know the impact you're making on people.
yeah.
And
yeah.
so, I just saw someone who had put so much heart and soul into creating an organization, who was broken, but still was trying to help others.
Yeah.
And I thought, gosh, having her be the person who speak on her own behalf, I think would really hit home more with our viewers than having someone else speak for her.
Yeah.
So when I see you now, I'm like, well, what has happened?
The smile, it's like, and even having you in front of me, I think I just can't stop smiling because I love this moment, by the way. But
I do too.
I think what happened was, Miss Tuwanda, I had this vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you feel like having certain people around you will help elevate you, right? But I realized I was being more torn down than anything. Sometimes, and I know you know this, a lot of people want access to you because it's you. When they see you elevating, when they see you on a certain platform. And it's like when I was, a lot of times when I was in those moments, when I did have the spotlight, I didn't take it because I was hearing the thoughts of other people saying I wasn't good enough, you know? And I'm like, and if they don't think I'm good enough, maybe I don't need to be on this camera that people looking at me and judging me and like, who does she think she is passing the beauty, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I had a lot of people say, why her? You know, she's not any other organization that's doing domestic violence prevention. Why me? Why am I important? Why is my mission important?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I survived domestic violence,
Exactly.
3 cycles of abuse, right? And I didn't know what love was. So I had to teach myself, Miss Tuwanda, what it meant to actually feel love
Mm-hmm.
by the people that truly love you. And most of the love came from strangers.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so for you to think enough to speak those words of affirmation, you
Mm-hmm.
just, that pretty much have saved my life.
Ah,
You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of times people are waking up thinking this day last day. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And so just hearing words from affirmation from people, even
Mm-hmm.
strangers,
Mm-hmm.
you never realize how much that means to people.
I guess that is true.
It's
I
deep.
think sometimes we do take things for granted.
Mm-hmm.
But you had been beaten down. Your self-esteem had taken such a beating.
Yeah, it did.
You did not think you were worthy
Oh no.
because others had told you
Yeah.
over and over again that you were not worthy.
They wasn't picking me.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to
Yeah,
cry
yeah,
already.
yeah. And I get
Ooh.
that. I get
I
that.
wasn't the one that people seen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It totally, you did not feel seen.
Mm-mm.
And yet you were the person that were out there trying to help others.
Yeah.
Even though you're like, okay, I don't feel like I can do this, but maybe if someone speaks on behalf of my organization, we can still get that message out there.
Yeah.
So I really admire you
Yeah.
for wanting to start an organization like this to begin with.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
someone with such low, beat down self esteem,
Yeah.
you wanted to stop it with you.
Yeah. I wanted to stop it, and I wanted to let even my daughters know
Mm-hmm.
that it doesn't end with me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
I want them to know. I know y'all witnessed a lot of things that I went through, but I want y'all to, well, I want to show them a better side to it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we could begin again.
Mm-hmm.
We could start over.
Mm-hmm.
Because the things that my kids seen, it impacted them. You know, I had to get them in counseling, and they was having troubles in school, and I just wanted to do it because it was my choice, and I deserved to know what it felt like to just to feel loved and appreciated,
Absolutely.
just to have peace. You know,
I
peace feels
know.
so good.
Peace is
A peace of mind feels
peace
so
of mind
good.
and a stress-free life
Yeah,
can impact so many other parts of your life.
yeah,
And when you feel loved, even when
Yeah.
you know that someone has your back,
Yeah.
is there to support you
Yeah.
and to cheer you on,
yeah,
but you didn't feel like you had that. You had to
No.
be your own cheerleader.
yeah. Oh my God. And it was just such a phase in my life that I experienced from in just advocating for the organization. But then I wrote a book,
Yes.
From Emptiness to Overflow. I started seeing a lot of things about who I was by the lessons that was being taught and the people that was talking to me. And I was like, God, I do matter.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I don't have to hide behind the camera anymore.
Mm-mm.
You know, people who made me feel guilty for being in front of a camera, that was not any of my business. That was their insecurities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly.
So I had to learn how to elevate my voice. And once I started doing that, I started seeing a change. So I became more confident each
Yeah.
day, each year. Despite the changes, because I mean, like, man, Mr. One, I was just,
Yes.
I feel like life was lifing with me.
And I could see that in you. I really, really could see that you had just felt so beat down that you couldn't do
Oh,
it.
my God.
But you know, you contacted me in like another year or so, and I think you did it.
Yeah,
You
I did it.
did it.
Yeah.
And someone did tell me one time, they like, other people's opinion of you is none of my business.
Yeah.
Of me is none of my business.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it is about self-talk and
Yeah.
telling us we're worthy.
Yeah,
I don't care what you think.
Yeah.
I still have as much right to be here as you.
that's right. That's right.
And obviously, that has what has happened to you.
Yeah.
But it took a lot of getting to that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, it took a lot because I had to ask myself these questions. Okay, I'm doing this organization, and I'm also a hairstylist.
Yeah.
okay, why do people come to me? You know, those the questions that I was asking because I would have women that was in crisis, situations
Yeah.
would call me about just they most of the time they just want to hear my voice.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
they heard about my story, they want to hear
Uh-huh.
my voice, or they'll say, "Oh, we heard you a bad hairstylist. Can you do our hair?"
Yeah.
And this is coming from all walks of life. The point is, I had gifts. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
I had gifts, Mr. Wanda.
And you didn't know it.
Oh my
You're
God.
just going through life thinking everything is normal. Not
Yeah.
everybody can be a
No.
hairstylist. You know what I
No.
mean? And not
Yeah.
everybody can start an organization
Yeah.
and be the
Yeah.
person behind that organization. Because to
Behind.
start an organization, it's not
It's a
just saying,
lot.
"Oh, I'm going to start an organization."
Mm-mm.
You've got to go through all these legal
Yeah.
things that in order to start this
Yeah.
organization. Then you wrote a book.
Yeah.
All of these things, and the
Yeah.
more you accomplish, I think the more your self-esteem tends to rise.
Yeah. When I start experiencing conflict through the organization, my business, whatever, it taught me how to find a resolution. You know what I mean? It basically taught me how to solve the problem to the existing matter.
Mm-hmm.
And so when that happened, I was able to go into rooms to hear the stories or the how-tos on how to maneuver past this, right? And I had amazing consultants to teach me, to help elevate me. Like God started presenting people in my life to show me the steps
Yes.
on how to become successful.
Uh-huh.
And even to this day, I'm still learning, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And even in this season, God also had to remove people out of my life.
Oh, yes.
Because you know what I was experiencing, Mr. Wanda?
What?
People holding me accountable for the younger version of me. Does that make sense?
We have moved on.
You know what I'm saying?
People grow.
And I'm like, oh my God, y'all
Yeah.
not gonna let me grow, is you?
No,
You gonna keep holding on.
because
When I-
they want you to not grow.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, you don't want me to push along.
Mm-mm.
You don't want me to elevate, but I want you to do that. I
yeah.
want you to shine. And
That's the right mindset.
Yeah.
We should all be rooting each other
yeah,
on
yeah,
and not trying to hold somebody back when they're trying to grow.
yeah, yeah. And I believe that to be true.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, and I've never even talked about this, but I feel safe
Mhm.
with you.
Absolutely.
And I remember what I did the news channel about the transitional home, about the vision of doing. I've been trying to do this for 11 years and trying to build the foundation on how to, just get that vision started. And I've been working on the steps. But it wasn't so many nice things people said, you know. What's she gonna do with the money? What's she gonna? And I'm like, oh my God, you know.
Yeah.
But what if I was somebody else? What if I was
They wouldn't have said
another color? Or,
Mhm.
I had celebrities reaching out and nothing. Everything was silent. And I felt the need to say to myself, do I give up because of the statements of what people think? Or I just keep going? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep going.
Yes.
I'm not a quitter. And I knew what God was showing me. 11 years is a long time
It
to
is a
be
long
advocating.
It is a long time. But you got to trust in yourself and what you feel like God is telling you and where he's leading you.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to have that faith.
I do.
And you got to be hungry for it. It's like, okay, I am not giving up, just like you're doing.
I feel like I'm hungry.
I don't care what other people say. This is what I am supposed to be doing. This is my mission.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't care what other people think about me.
Yes, ma'am.
And I found too, Centauri, that the older you get, the less you care about what other
You
people
so right. You so right. And I just got a highlight
Yeah.
about myself.
Yeah.
And I know I can shine through some rooms.
You know the things you can do.
Yeah, I know. And you know what? I don't shine. I don't dim my life for anybody.
Thank you.
I don't do that anymore. I used to, but I don't do that anymore.
Don't surround yourself by those negative people, because
Yeah.
negative people will bring you down. I don't like
Intentional.
to surround myself.
Yeah.
I choose my friends wisely,
That's good.
and the friends that I have are supportive friends.
Yeah.
No, now what you say about me, I really don't care. I
Right.
know deep down who I am.
Yeah. I love
So
that.
even your opinion of me is not who I am.
It's not who I am. Yeah. I love that.
You know, their opinion of you is not who you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not in your minds.
Mm,
They're not in your heart. So
mm,
they don't know what's
mm.
there, but you do.
And this heart is powerful.
Yeah.
And it used to ache, but baby, it's laughing now. It laughs with so much joy. And the thing about it is, it's like you're right. I am stronger
Oh,
mentally.
yes.
I'm a
Yes.
whole lot stronger
Yes, you
mentally,
are.
and I understand that what people think. I don't allow their fear to get on me. You
Mm-hmm.
can't. It's not even contagious.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
I know who I am. Like I say that again. Like I really
Yeah,
know
keep
who I
saying that.
am.
You know who you
I
are.
know who I am. Mr. When I wake up with a scripture, I wake up praying.
Yes.
I wake up just speaking life over myself and my children. And it took me a long time to say, I love myself.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Because
do.
I said, I promised myself that I would love myself first. Ooh, I'm trying not to cry, but I
Mm-hmm.
would love myself first so I could love my children
Mm-hmm.
more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I could show them.
Mm-hmm.
And my kids may say sometimes, like, man, mama hard on us. But I know the life out
Yeah.
there. Like I knew the life that impacted me in a negative way. But I want them to always remember that it's better to be a leader than a follower. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
I
Like know
definitely
who
know
you
that.
are and
Yes.
take the time to make decisions. Don't make impulsive decisions.
Mm-mm.
And I know y'all still young. I know y'all gonna still do it anyway because y'all got to know,
Because
y'all got to learn y'all
they're younger.
experiences.
Yeah, they sometimes have to go through those things to learn
Yeah,
a lesson from them.
yeah,
But you must be an excellent role model for them around because they're seeing mom push
yeah.
through some really tough
They
time
did.
and have you've not given up. You're on a mission
I'm on the. Yeah.
and you're keeping your eye on the prize and you
Yes.
see it. And so you're seeing this for yourself. You're like, this is what God has told me, and this is what I am to do.
Yeah.
So never give up on yourself. Never give up on yourself because it's there, Centauria.
Yeah.
You just have to believe it that it's going to happen.
Too.
And you know, and I often tell myself we have to not just we have to wait on God's time.
That's right.
We can't just rush,
Rush.
and because you want it now.
Yeah.
You've got to wait on God's
That's
time
true.
and when it's going to happen
Yeah.
on His time.
Yeah.
And he's getting all these other things situated,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that when you are ready,
Yeah.
He's getting you ready. He's getting all these other things ready.
Yeah.
So when the time is right, He's going to bring you together.
That's so true. He getting things ready we don't
He's
even
getting
know
things
about.
ready that we don't even know
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I have to remind myself that, you know, I wanted this, God, but I know you're probably working on it behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Yeah. Was it scary for you when you knew your last day was coming with
It
with your
was
career?
not scary for me. It was somewhat exciting. I
I
had
love
mixed emotions because I didn't know who I would be without being Tuwanda on television.
that. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what else am I good at.
Oh wow.
What is my life going to consist of on a day-to-day basis if I'm not going to work and being on camera or producing a segment? So that part scared me. But the exciting part was I have worked 41 and a half
Wow.
years doing a job that I love. There's nowhere else for me to go.
Yeah.
I have accomplished everything I set out to accomplish. And that's what gave me the peace of mind. And
Yeah.
it was like, okay, God, I asked you for this job.
Yeah.
You gave it to me. You gave me more than I even asked for.
Yeah.
And this is what we work for. We work to get to a point where we can retire. So now, with the years that I have, I've got more years behind me than in front of me. So the years I have in front of me, I want to spend that time doing things that are like important to me, spending time with family,
Yeah.
picking up a new hobby here and there, volunteering, being a mentor, doing those types of things that when I was working and just the little hamster on the treadmill who's just constantly running,
Yeah.
you just can't see the light
Oof.
at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. That's like a burnout.
Yeah.
I was like that,
Yeah.
consistently going. And I think that's the thing. I know it's just not in Nashville. I know it's in other cities.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but we feel like it's almost like you're in competition with yourself. And some
Yeah.
are competitions with others.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you steady going. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
I experienced that twice, you
Really?
know. Um, And I think a lot of times I was seeking validation,
Mm-hmm.
and I also allowed people to stretch me and overstand me.
Oh yeah.
You know,
You have to learn to say
I
no.
had to learn how. Oh, I didn't know how to do that.
I
I'm
know.
gonna be honest with you.
I have learned.
Yeah,
But that
not
comes
until I experienced the burnout.
exactly
Yeah,
because people will pull you every which direction. I'm
yeah,
like, my peace
yeah,
is more important to me at this point in
yeah.
time.
I'm
I appreciate, offers to do this and do that, and will you help me do this and do that? If I feel like it is going to stretch my peace,
mm.
I have to say no.
Ooh, that's good.
Because
Stretch my peace.
if it's going to stretch my peace, and
Ooh,
because I'm
that's
sitting here,
good.
I'm like here. But then the more people start asking me to do stuff, I'm like going like this. I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to
Come
stay
back
here.
down. I love that. Oh my
Because,
God.
being someone that's now retired, I still have people reaching out. Will you do this event? Will you do that event?
Yeah.
Would you be the MC for this event and the MC for that event? When I was working at News Channel 5, it was a part of our jobs. They wanted us to do volunteer services in the
Mhm.
community where I didn't get paid. But now, when you want me to do certain things, I'm no longer working at Channel 5.
Yeah, right.
I have not learned how to say, is this a paid job?
I know that's right. You can say that now, Miss Tuwanda.
I can say that
You
now.
got the credentials.
I
You
can
had the
say it,
credentials.
but I haven't learned, Centoria,
Yeah.
how to say it.
Yeah.
And, I've got all
That's
these
the
friends.
reason.
Yeah.
God gave me the name. Set the stage, coach. And Tom had to show me how to say it too. I had the vision. Because I had to feel worthy that now it's time to get paid after 20-some years.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I totally know what you
And
mean.
and I remember you. And I remember. Do you remember Women Who Rock when I asked
I
you
certainly do.
if you could come?
Yes.
And you said yes.
Yes.
And when I seen you
Yes.
in the hallway, I broke down
I
crying.
know
We still
you
got the
did.
picture.
I know. You sure did when you saw me. And I thought, oh my, because sometimes, I'm just going about my daily life, not realizing the impact maybe that I've had, Centoria. So I'm like, wow, I must have really made an impression on her.
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm going to tell you this, and I don't talk about this much, but my mother was sick with a mental health. She had a mental
I didn't
illness.
know
She had
that.
schizophrenia.
Oh, wow.
And so, unfortunately, I left her presence when I was young.
I see.
And so I didn't get that upbringing from a role model mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I really wanted that love, the hugs, the compassion from any women like I really wanted. So growing up in the South Side of Chicago, I had to pretty much get it on my own.
That's right.
And so whenever I had the chance to grace presence of a woman, a nurturer, I really took that in. And it wasn't just it was something about your spirit. And I can only say it's probably about 3 women in my life that truly impacts me. And Miss Tuwanda, I know I'm not with you every day. I know I'm not
Right.
around you every day, but a moment with you is everything. You understand what I'm saying?
Thank you so much.
A
for
moment
saying
with
that.
you is everything. And because I have always searched, I was basically searching for my mother. But
Exactly.
you know what I mean? And so I
That
didn't see her. Yeah. Oh,
thing.
tone is everything.
Yeah.
The tone, the delivery, the way that you say it, and how you say it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My spiritual mom, her name is Sharon Evers. You met her before
I
too.
do. Yeah, I know Sharon.
And honey,
she's amazing.
we
I
had
love
our
her.
anti-bullying event yesterday, and she
Yeah.
was just so tickled and dancing. She said, Centoria. She called me actually this morning. Was like, I'm just so proud of you.
I am too.
You know what I mean? Like that means.
As much as you tell me that I have inspired you or I have touched your heart, the same with you. Because every time I see you, there's emotion.
Yeah.
You're moved by it. And I was just sort of being me. Everybody's always told me I do have sort of like this nurturing, maternal thing because I never had children, but I've always
Yeah.
been the type of person who loved being sort of like a mentor or
Mm-hmm.
being there for an
Yeah.
encourager
Mm-hmm.
of others.
Yeah.
And so I thought I could easily see myself being,
Mm-hmm.
someone who could sit down with you every day
Yeah. Yeah.
and just help you understand
Yeah.
you're worthy of
Yeah.
every good thing.
Yeah.
Just like everybody else, you're worthy
Yeah.
of every good thing
Yeah.
that's coming your way. And what happened in the past happened in the
It
past.
happened in the
We
past.
can't change it.
Yeah. I had to let a lot of people go,
Absolutely.
because I was an asset, but they made me feel that I wasn't. I had the resources. I had people like you in my life.
Uh-huh.
They wanted access to, but then I was always feeling like I ain't nobody. But you want my resources,
Yeah.
but I ain't good enough.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
I know
And
exactly
I
what
said,
you're saying.
God, doggone it. I
Uh-huh.
see a lot of that here.
Mhm.
You know
Those
what I'm
are
saying?
users.
And I'm like, I ain't good enough, but you want what I got.
Mhm.
You want that from me.
Mhm.
Well, so how you get that grant? You know what I mean? But then I
Yeah.
don't even talk to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I have to always put my inside voice.
You hold it down.
Mr. Wanda.
Yeah.
I told the Lord.
Because you don't come out and say what you're thinking.
Hey, shout out to my friend Keisha Rainey, boy,
Yeah.
because she's crack up at me. Mr. Wanda, what I tell you, me and her be cracking up on the phone because she said, Tori, I already know you going to say, Keisha, I
Yeah.
curse a little bit. I said, Mr. Wanda, I told the Lord that I'm going to stop. You know what I'm saying? I don't curse
Yes.
like that, Mr.
Right,
Wanda.
right.
But I know. But the Lord is where let me tell you something. I bought a Bible the other day. When I say it is such a beautiful thing because I'm asking God to guide my footsteps.
And that's what you need to do.
On my delivery, my speech, and how I say things and the things
And
that I
you do
say as a
great.
leader. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I know I have a big personality. A lot of people like, this girl really got a big personality. But I could be by myself and enjoy life. You
me
understand
too.
what I'm saying?
Me too.
I don't have to have a big surrounding around me, and I'm real picky about. I'm 43 now. It took
Yeah.
me all this time to learn this.
Really? But you enjoy being with yourself. You
I
love who
love
you
being
are.
by myself.
Me too. I am really a homebody, and that is one of the things I was concerned about when I was getting ready to retire.
Yeah.
I was like, will I ever go outside the house? Because I'm perfectly, I enjoy my own time.
Yeah.
I enjoy reading. I enjoy doing little things around the house. I bet I've redecorated rooms. I don't know how many times. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't think I like that there anymore.
I bet.
So
it's
I've
beautiful.
been enjoying, just kind of redecorating the home and getting rid of some clothes and donating some clothes and things like that. Because
Yeah.
the closets, I have 3 of them, and they were packed.
Oh wow.
And there's
Okay.
so many things I know I'll never wear again,
Okay.
because now I'm just mostly going to the grocery store.
Yeah.
I go get my nails done, and I volunteer
Okay.
with the Bookham organization. So I read to kindergartners
Oh, that's
at
cool.
Cole Elementary once
Okay.
a month.
Okay.
And I'm loving that. And
Oh,
I
that's
still do
awesome.
some MC events from time to time. And
Okay.
I enjoy them, but I'm very picky about which ones I do. If they're
As
going to
you
steal
should
my
be.
piece,
As you should be.
if they're
Yeah.
going to steal my piece, I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't think so. If I got to
Right.
do all the leg work, because some organizations do expect you to
Mhm.
walk in and they go, okay, here is your that's the program, and I don't know anything else. So I do like organizations that are
Guidance.
going to give me a
Yeah.
little bit of guidance.
Yeah.
Don't just make me go up there and look at the program and go, okay, so
Yeah.
next up. So I like a little bit of that. But I do still enjoy volunteering because I've always been of the mindset to whom much is given, much is expected.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I do like giving back, but I don't want to feel like I'm being used.
I like the fact that you get to choose though.
Yes, me too.
That gotta mean everything.
It does. It means a lot that I do get to pick and choose which things I do want to do. And somebody once told me, and if even though you're not doing anything that day, just say, I think I've got something planned.
Yeah.
I do have a plan to read my book.
I know that. I wasn't even expecting what you. Wait a minute now. I thought you were going to spit something else, boy. That's an Oprah moment. Shout out to Oprah Winfrey. I love that.
Because You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have plans
I
to
love
protect
that.
my peace by reading my book. I can't do all these things. I'm not as young as I used to
Right.
be. You know, I can't be out here in this heat doing a whole lot of
I know
things.
that's right.
So I'm trying to protect my
They
peace.
try to get you to get your boots back on the ground, Miss Tawanda. You like, I've been
These
about.
boots have not gone back on the ground in a minute. But I do understand it, and the
Yeah.
thing about I don't ever want to be rude to anybody because I don't want that's just not who I am. I'm not going to
Right.
be
Yeah, of
rude to
course
people.
not.
But sometimes I have got two or three things pulling at me, and I have to say no to
Right.
one of them.
Yeah.
And so I just find a nice way to say I
Yeah.
really wish I could, but I think I have plans
I
that
think
day.
I'm gonna try to. What the hell
Try
to
it.
use that?
I have plans that
Yeah.
day, and the plans is I'm just going to go out on the deck and read.
My plan, I'm gonna lay down in this bed.
That's a great plan.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'm
take a
laying-
nap,
ooh.
an afternoon nap.
Imagine that you paying rent every month and you can't enjoy your home.
Exactly.
That's something deep.
So are you out and about a lot, Centauria?
Oh
Are you-
no.
Okay.
I'm at home watching Good
I
Times.
know that's right. I know
Like
that's
seriously,
right.
I'm catching up on Different World.
Yeah.
I love It's a
You
Different
didn't
World.
watch it the first time.
Look,
You're
I
too
watched a
young
little
for
bit,
that.
but I was like, I watched it when I was growing
Yeah,
up, right?
yeah.
And then I was a Bruce Lee fanatic, so
Oh, my
I grew up
goodness,
watching Bruce
really?
Lee on my mom's my mom and dad flow model TV,
Yes.
and so, but when you're younger, you don't really sink it, like
No.
soak it in.
Doesn't it? It feels different than
Yeah.
when you see it as an
Yeah,
adult.
and as you're adult, you be like,
Yeah.
okay,
Exactly.
this is
I
it
get
has a
it
strong
now.
message.
Exactly.
I said A Different World really has a strong message.
Every episode.
And when you finally know who was the producers behind the show,
yeah.
and we know Bill Cosby
Yeah.
was, but
Yeah.
also Felicia Rashad's
She was,
sister,
Debbie Allen.
Debbie Allen. She was trying to bring a
Yes.
stronger message,
She sure
especially to
was.
the black culture. And I'm
Mhm.
like, wow, you know what
Because
I'm
when we were
saying?
younger, I don't think that stuck. But yeah, as we
I didn't
get
catch
older,
any
we
of
look
that.
at it different.
Mm-mm. And so I catch up on that. I'm watching more than even my daughter watching it now.
Good for
My
you.
8-year-old.
I think that's wonderful.
Yeah. So
I
yeah.
have learned so much about, I guess, life, how to do things, ways to speak, how to be, just from watching people that I admire.
Yeah.
Which one of them was Oprah, and watching her show. I always thought she was the best person as an interviewer, how she could ask the questions and all
Yeah.
this sort of thing. So I used to try to, pattern myself or watch people whose work I admired,
Yeah.
just to see what is it that about them that I like so much.
I love that.
I like that they do this when they do that, or I like when they do this when they do that. And so these are the type of people who I admired growing up and were role models for me.
Yeah.
And because I grew up as a very shy girl.
Really?
I was very shy.
Okay.
And yet I had a teacher who saw something in me, because that's another point I wanted to bring out. Sometimes people see things in you that you don't see in yourself.
That's true.
And I saw something
Yeah.
in you. I thought, she can do this,
Yeah.
but she doesn't believe she can do it.
Mm-mm.
And even if I believe she can do it, if she doesn't believe it,
Yeah.
she's not going to do
And
it.
you could tell a lot of people knew that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a lot of people took advantage of that.
Oh,
But when I tell you, I said, okay,
yeah.
I'm going to keep trying. And I kept trying.
You did.
Mr. Martin, I want to come back on Talk of the Town. And you can, okay, you know what I mean? And make sure the vision lined up to what the TV segment was, you know.
You certainly did.
I always try to stay in alignment. And now you can't tell me anything.
I know. And see, that's so important.
Man, yeah.
That's so important. You finally thought, okay, I got this.
I got this.
Nobody else has gone who can go. Everybody has a first time to do anything.
Yes, ma'am.
And the first time a lot of people go on, they're very nervous.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easier for some people to cover than others. But being nervous when you go on TV, and you were so self-conscious of how you were going to sound.
Yeah. Because I had a speech impediment.
I know you told me that.
A lot of people
But
don't know that.
I cannot tell now.
It took me a long time to start
Yeah.
because I take my time now. I'm learning how to take my time.
Yeah.
And I felt like back then it was really bad. I felt like it was a TV in my brain.
Mhm,
It was
mhm.
going. My words couldn't catch up.
Yeah.
Now and then, the confidence.
Yes.
That's the huge thing.
It's
That's a big
huge.
part of it.
It is a big
It's my
part of it.
confidence.
The
It
first
helped
time I
me.
went on television, I was a nervous wreck.
Was you?
I was a nervous wreck. The confidence was not there. And I just remember thinking, okay, I'm going to have to be bad before I can be good.
That's
The
right.
more
that's
you
good.
do anything, and I tell this to young interns and stuff, the more you do anything, the better you get at it.
Yeah.
You just
yeah.
have to know this is not going to be my first time. I got to keep doing it over and over and over. Because when I first started out, I was behind the scenes as a camera operator.
Okay.
I was awful.
She said I was
I was
awful.
messing up and doing. So I used to practice while
Yeah.
all the other camera guys were on. We were all on our lunch break. I would go back in the studio, and I would practice on my own.
Okay.
Because practice makes perfect.
That's right.
The more you do
That's right.
anything, the better you get at it. So you like what you're doing right now. You're
Yes,
sitting here
ma'am.
interviewing me. The
I'm
tables have
in.
turned.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
This is nothing but divine. This is.
divine intervention because
There you go.
the tables have turned.
The tables. Wait.
You are interviewing me.
I'm interviewing. Hold up. Wait a minute.
You are interviewing me.
Oh my God.
You know, you would have probably never thought you'd have been doing this.
It's crazy because, like, when I reached out to,
Yeah.
I probably, me and my big personality, I can't even remember how I said. I said,
You said,
go ahead.
you said something like, you probably won't be able to do. You said it in a very I can't believe I'm going to ask you this, but I hope.
But I'm
would
gonna
you
try
mind,
anyway.
Would you mind being on my podcast? And I thought, oh my gosh, absolutely. I would love it. I would love to have you interview me because the Centauria I have been seeing on social media is the Centauria that I knew was in there all along.
Yeah.
I saw that in you all along.
Thank
but
you.
I knew until you figured it out that that's who you could be.
Yeah.
You're
Thank
not
you.
going to give yourself a chance.
Now I am, Miss Tuwanda.
And now look at us
I
sitting here.
told God though.
Whose name is that?
Centauria. Centauria.
Yes.
I said if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go all the way, and I'm gonna trust God. And I asked God to keep me in alignment.
Yes.
Like I wanted to do things on the TV channel, on the screen, but I always wanted to bring a sense of motivation to people.
Yes.
I didn't want to do it naked. I didn't want to take my clothes off. I didn't want to go half dressed. I just want to be a woman
who you are.
and who I am.
Because the person that you are, Centauria, is just really a kind-hearted person. To do what you're doing, it takes someone who puts others before themselves.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
You know, you have to sacrifice a lot to start a nonprofit. And put others before yourself because your ultimate goal is you're just trying to help other people.
That's it.
To get to the point where they're like you and, you know, they can move past those years of domestic violence or how they can move past. And so it takes a person who's like, I want to help others.
Yeah.
That is a good person.
And I knew, Mr. Warner, and I knew this when I was 11, that God showed me that I was going to have a ministry.
Really?
And a part of that ministry, he showed me that I was going to serve people through my gifts. I didn't know fully what those gifts were, but
you know,
it's through conversation and these hands, you know. And I know I don't do hair full time like I used to, but people still call on me.
Oh, absolutely.
They still call on me.
Absolutely. One thing about women, once we find a hairstylist we like,
Yeah.
oh, we're
We
there.
gonna keep
We're
them.
going to keep them. If they move or if they, it's like the worst thing.
Yeah.
You know, we'll change a doctor.
Yeah.
You know, we'll change somebody that we go
Dentist
to.
or whatever. Yeah.
But
You're
we
not gonna
will not change our hairstylist.
I've seen that over the years, and I've done many women hair, conservative, high
Yes.
fashion. I've done it all, and they like a certain look. They really do. So
You're
your hair
doing something
always
right.
fire.
Thank you.
But I gotta ask you something. I know this is an important question because I know a lot of people, especially a lot of women, probably want to ask you this. This is so off subject. How do you keep your skin so beautiful? You got some beautiful skin.
Thank you. You know what? I think a large part of it is genetics. My mother had gorgeous skin.
Oh, man.
Another thing I think it is that I try to use the most expensive products that I think I can afford.
Okay.
on my skin. I started using this Estee Lauder line
Okay.
years ago um, that I really love and that I really feel like has kept my skin is the way I never touch my face with my hands.
Okay.
I,
Okay.
and this has been ever since I was younger. I was like, someone told me once because your hands have oil and dirt.
Okay.
So I never touch my face with my hands unless I'm washing it.
Okay.
So that that's just a little tip because even when I go to put my hand up like this, it's underneath my chin and it's away from my face.
Okay.
And even if somebody attempts to try to touch my face, I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just those are just some simple little things. I try to drink plenty of water because I
Okay.
exercise and I drink water. And then, like I said, just a lot of it is Centauri. It's
I
just
love that. Your skin is
genetics.
so flawless.
Thank you so
And I say that
much.
because I had a that's what stress would do. When I
Oh,
experienced burnout and stuff, like I had a whole
yes.
blowout
Yeah.
of acne and it's clearing up
Yes.
really good.
Good.
And
Yeah,
I was
because your
like,
skin is beautiful.
I came a
Absolutely
long
gorgeous.
way with my skin.
Really,
Yeah.
really.
And I'm changing my diet too. So I'm
That
drinking a lot of
helps. Yeah,
water.
yeah.
But I was just like, man, your skin is just and I've seen you, but just like to look in you are so beautiful, Miss
Thank
Tawanda.
you for saying that. Thank you
Yeah.
so
And I was like,
much.
God, what does she use?
I had
But
one
yeah.
bout with acne. I didn't have acne even as a teenager, but as I got like in my 20s, I think I started to have a little bit of a acne thing, and then I went to a dermatologist who gave me some creams and things that I used a while and sort of cleared that up.
Okay.
But I think just my mother just always had the most beautiful skin, and people used to tell my mother that, and I took it for granted that my mother was just beautiful and
Yeah.
that was her skin looked.
Oh wow.
And now as I've gotten older, I turned 66 2 weeks ago.
What? Happy belated
Yes.
birthday. You do
Thank
not
you.
you don't look
July 9th. I turned 66. And so I feel totally blessed
Yeah.
that I've been able to keep my skin somewhat. I try to keep it
And it's
more so not
firm
too
and
dry.
tight.
Well, thank you.
It looks good, like for real.
I've tried to think about Botox as I've gotten older. I have got more wrinkles, and I'm not opposed to
Yeah.
Botox or
Yeah.
anything like that. And I'm like, okay,
Okay.
that's something
I
I'm
know that's
starting to
right.
look into as
To
I've
each his
gotten
own,
older.
right.
But yeah, just drink plenty of water and exercise, or I walk and sweat,
Okay.
and then just don't touch your face.
Okay.
Keep your
That's
fingers away from
keep your
face.
fingers
With the
away
oil
from.
and the dirt
Yeah.
can cause, don't burst. If you find like you got a little pimple, just let it go.
Okay. I
It'll
ain't gonna
heal.
lie. I was messing with them.
Sometimes
my
you want to,
goodness.
but just
But
leave
yeah.
it alone because sometimes you make it worse and it'll leave
Thank
a
you.
mark.
But I'm gonna be like you,
So.
Miss Tawana, with my skin. Before we end this podcast, I want to ask you because you have so many people, not just myself, but so
Thank
many
you.
people. I know you done talked to thousands of people over the
Yes,
years.
I have.
What is one thing you want to leave with people? What message would you like to give?
Okay. I think I would like to leave with people that, and this is one of the things that I said is I was wrapping up at Channel 5 and they gave me this going away party and they asked me the same thing. And I said, people have always sort of turned to me and looked at me and said, "You're so nice." And I thought, I don't know how to be any other way. I think kindness is something that we need to put. So many people these days, especially, have gotten. I can't stand rude people, but people have turned to meanness, rudeness, and don't look at being kind to people and what that can mean to someone. And just anybody could be having a bad day. If you smile at them, if you say, "Oh wow, I like your dress," or "Your hair is
Yeah.
so pretty." Just acts of kindness can go a long, long way. Now, I'm not saying fake it
Yeah.
because I don't believe in faking things, but acts of kindness. Just be kind to people because you never know what people are going through.
That's
I had no idea when I talked to you that time, which I was like, okay, she doesn't have, her self-esteem's not there yet. But she needs someone to see her
yeah.
and to be kind to her. You just never know what people are going through.
I needed that. Yeah.
And it's one of those things where I see people all the time who come up to me and they're so nice. They want to take pictures or whatever. I wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for those nice people watching me.
That's
So
true.
I'm not going to be rude.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if
I
there's
love that.
anything you can think about doing today, is just be kind.
Be
Maybe say
kind.
something nice to someone and make their day. Like you have made my day, boy. You've made my week or year or months to come.
Yeah.
But yeah, just be nice.
So you heard it, everybody. Be nice and be kind.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong. Thank you for setting the stage, Coach. With me, Miss Tuwanda Centauria Franklin. I'm your coach.
Thank you.
Y'all don't forget to subscribe. Tell them to subscribe.
Please do subscribe. Definitely subscribe and watch.
All right.